Today I'm going to be winter sowing a lot of my annual flowers. Today is March 8th and I am in New Jersey Zone 6B. And I usually start my perennials earlier, but my annuals I do wait a bit longer to start these because they don't really need any cold stratification. Okay, so with this container, I'm going to start with this Bachelor button. And I've grown the blue ones before, so let's see how these white ones do. So there's quite a few seeds in there, and I'm not planting them all. So I think this should be a good amount. And these need to be a 1/4 inch deep, so we will cover them with a little bit of soil. Since these seeds are bigger, I am going to try and space them out a little bit. So next is the Verbena, and I'm terrible at pronouncing it, Bonariensis. So this is that tall Verbena, and this is my first time trying this one out. And I do want to grow quite a few. Oh, these are very minuscule seeds. Now this packet is supposed to have 1,000 seeds. I don't need to grow 1,000 of them. And you have to, I think, barely cover. Needs darkness to germinate. Okay, so we do want to cover it a little bit. So with seeds this tiny, I just sprinkle them around. Next we're going to do the Ageratum, and this is a mixed variety, and super tiny seeds, and they need to be surface sown, so we're just going to sprinkle them on top. So next I'm going to do a container with 2 different flowers. Usually I like to keep the same variety in one container, but I don't want too many of either one, so I'm just going to mix them. Let's see, so this is 1/8 inch deep. This one's a little deeper, 1/4 to 1/2 inch deep. So that's not ideal, but we'll make it work. And usually add a little divider. I think I'm gonna divide it this way, and we're going to do maybe the borage here. Forget me not there. Okay. So borage, they are large seeds. I think maybe I was supposed to soak these first to help with the germination, but instead I think, let's see, I only want to do, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe 10. Got these seeds from Nicole Smith Gardening last year, and I'm starting them finally this year. So thank you so much for these, Nicole. Very much appreciated. Bunching onions need to be sown 1/4 inch deep. I'm going to start every single one. It was 1/4 inch deep. I'm just going to spread them around. Onions don't mind being very close to each other, and you can easily separate them in the garden. So cool. Put some soil, get them to 1/4 inch deep. That one. And then we're going to do Parade, which is this one. Got so many of these. There's a lot. Yep, that's probably more than what I need. That's a good amount. That is good enough. All right, and then we'll do the Tokyo Long. Also just like a small handful. Okay, cover it up. And water these. So here's all my winter sowing, both my annuals and the perennials that I had winter sown in February. And I do have one more batch of winter sowing I need to do, which is the celosia and the gomphrena. And I do plan to do that at the end of March and very beginning of April. Because I do want temperatures to be a little warmer, even though we are warming up rather early. There are a few things that have germinated from my February winter sowing, and I'll show you those in a minute. But these last few days have been rather warm. Tomorrow, I believe we're getting into the 70s. Very low 70s, which is super warm, and I may move these containers to a shadier spot. I'm not quite sure though quite where to put them, but I do want to move them. The forecast for later in the week, next week, there are 3 nights that it's going to drop into 29 degrees. So I will probably need to protect some of the things that have germinated on those 3 nights. And that's why I didn't want to really start the gomphrena or the celosia, and I'll start those a little later. So let me show you what's germinated though from my February winter sowing. So for February, I did have yarrow that germinated. And yeah, lots of yarrow, good germination there, and more than I need, but that's okay. I also have feverfew that germinated, and that was definitely a really good germination. Once again, too many that I don't really need all of that, but I've done that before and it's been fine. The foxglove has also started to germinate, and those are looking really nice. I am seeing a few of the blue stem goldenrod and the calico aster as well. So a little hard to see because they're very tiny seedlings, but we have some germination there. I also have mistflower that has started to germinate. But the Jacob's ladder, I had issues last year and had no germination. Might be the same issue this year. And then lastly, the viola also has started to germinate. And the right hand side is a better germination than the other one, but I think the other one maybe is just a little slower. But the antique Laeta is the one that I really kind of want more. I do love that other color, and the other one is, I think, a wine, which is a little bit of a darker purple. But I really do like violas, so either one I'll take. So I will keep you posted, and I'll give an update in a few weeks on how all of these are doing, as well as later on once I get them out in the garden, which won't be until likely the beginning to mid-May. In some cases I might push it for a few of them middle to late April. That's the earliest I think I've done it, is around late April. But around here you just never know. Mother's Day is usually the cutoff here to make sure that there's no frost. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.